By the way, what's that bruise on your arm? Huh? They do call it a bruise. I don't know why they call it a bruise. It's clearly a stamp or a mark. What the hell? Where did I get that? Probably after you got confused. Not there when I asked name. Also, rather than bruise, more like pattern. There you go. Someone mentions it. Pattern? Now that you mention it. What, you see it before? No, never. It's probably just a mark for something I landed on when I collapsed. It does give me a weird feeling, though. Yeah, it's a sex symbol. Today was tiring. I guess I'll go home for the rest of the day. Oh, you going to sleep? I sleep with you if you're feeling lonely. Want to use my boobs? You got more levels in the dungeon, so it okay now. No thanks, and stop trying to haunt me like it's no big deal. Actually, is it even okay for you going to places like churches? As would expect, can't appear in holy places. Probably can't even whisper, but can still follow and haunt you. Wait, your room is in church? What a shame. That means I can't appear and snoo you. They got me working as a live-in priest for the time being, which is fair enough considering I've been supported by them after they saved me 8 years ago. So, though you could call it my own private room, it's just an empty room Kana Sam prepared for me while I'm staying in this town. Oh, you got lots going on, huh? Alright, how many of those things do we have? I think we still need 3. Yep. Let me just go in and get them. Nope, doesn't look like it. Fine. I guess I have to. Okay. Away we go. To the church. Alright, nothing new. I'm pooped. Guess I'll rest for today. Stas effect removed. It's not a bruise, it's a mark. So it really is a mark. It didn't come off in the bath. The more I look at it, the more it looks like some kind of symbol. It's not like it hurts. It doesn't seem like it's an actual injury. It's a little creepy. Good morning, Father. Did you sleep well? Morning, Nina. What's got you coming here so early in the morning? Thing is, Kana-san and Akiyama-san asked me to come get you. They said something about a new request in town. And Akiyama-san said he wanted to ask you about the cemetery request from yesterday. Something to do with confirming you got the payment? Got it. I'll head over straight away. You go have breakfast without me. Okay. Father, you have family? Whoa! You gave me a fright! Didn't you say you couldn't appear in churches? Can just barely appear here. Probably far enough away from altar that has no effect on weak entity like me. If had malice or evil intentions, would probably be instantly repelled. So no danger of me night crawling. Oh, you share that term, huh? Right. Well, Nina is a girl that they found in my arms when the church picked us up and started looking after us 8 years ago. She was just a baby at the time. According to the local family register, she's 8 years old today. Ever since then, she's called me father. But when they did tests, they found that we aren't related by blood. Though no one's ever actually told her that. I myself don't have any memories from before we were found. I don't really know who she is. No one's found even a single clue as to who her mother might be. Good morning, Richard-sama. We've been waiting for you. I heard you managed to do a request while I was away. I guess that means I'll be able to leave more to you going forward. Well, my opponents are all low-grade wandering spirits. But I want to become a full-fledged priest soon. I want to gain more experience as soon as I can, so I'm not such a burden on you two. That's a good mindset. It's sudden, but there's a number of new requests coming in from town. I'll leave Kana-san to managing the ones I'm giving to you. So, from here on, talk to Kana-san when you want to take on requests. You're going to be operating completely independently of me. Exorcism used to have strict rules around them. It was preferable to have multiple people taking part. But such regulations are a thing of the past now. You become a splendid clergyman, Richard-sama, so please complete these requests with all haste. Understood. I'll work as hard as I can, both for the safety of the townsfolk and to repay you two. Yep, accepting quests. Can be accepted by speaking to Kana. Maximum 3 active quests at any one time. You can also abandon quests by speaking to Kana. Currently, you can now accept a story quest from Kana, so please accept it by speaking to her. Richard-sama, is there something you need? Accept request. Investigate theft story quest. Alright, accept request. Thefts? Surely if humans are stealing things, that's a matter for the police, not the church. Yes, that's right. This case has a number of unusual points. The police investigation has apparently ran into difficulties. Among those unusual points is that the perpetrators are unspecified stray cats. Stray cats? That certainly is unusual. It is, isn't it? Especially when cats are said to be the most difficult pets to train to do tricks. I myself think that this is some form of magic or mana at play, rather than the doing of a human. Please get to the bottom of this case. Also, compared to Akiyama-sama, the people of the town don't really know you, so it'd be good for you to get your face out there so people start recognizing you. Right. I'll do my best. Alright. Let's see. I guess I haven't remembered how to do that. Fascist. Gaze, mouth, chest. All the important stuff. Normal, no effect. Like, attacks with this, deals slightly more damage. Aroused when taking damage. Obsessed, unlocks corresponding bag. Alright. Oh, you have you're a butt man, I see. I myself am a boobs man, personally, but to each their own. I do love this game. Alright, let's move on. Yep, daytime, nighttime things. Alright. It's a convenience store we need to go to, right? No, the shopping center. Yeah. There we go. Are you from the church? I'd be very grateful if you could accept this request. Looks like Father Akiyama's not here this time. My name is Rie. I'm from the local police station. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I still swear it sounds and looks like you're just smacking yourself in the face when you do that. Pleased to meet you. I'm Richard. Things are hectic here, so I'll make this brief. Hopefully what I tell you will be of some use. First of all, the offenders in the question are cats. Despite trying hard to catch them, so far I've only caught the odd stray ones. All attempts at searching for the owner, whose mastermind is behind the scenes, have failed. As for the cats themselves, my inquiries and attempts at catching them have all met dead ends. Do the stolen items have anything in common? If police are looking for the real offender, then does that mean items of monetary value are being stolen? I haven't come across any incidents of wallets being directly stolen, but there seem to be a focus on shiny objects and food. It's almost as if we're dealing with crows. Actually, I'd rather it were crows, then I could just give up. As long as they're technically capturable, I gotta keep chasing after them. Are you okay? You seem quite unsteady on your feet. Don't tell me you've been on this case since you first got reports. These kind of trifling matters are best handled by the officer at the local police box. But there's just been too many of them. Just recently I managed to track a cat and return the stolen goods back to their owner. Someone catch that cat! Not again. It's been like this for so long. Hey, stop right there, cat! What wrong? Not going to chase? If what the officer said was true, then catching the cat wouldn't yield any clues. I'll leave catching it to her, I guess. But what caught my attention are what the stolen items have in common, since they don't have much monetary value. Food is a common thing for stray cats to steal, but it's strange for cats to risk stealing something only human would want, like shiny things. So what you going to do? Ask people around town directly? The officer's been rushed off her feet ever since the incident started. So there's probably some info she hasn't picked up yet from the townsfolk. For now, I'll go ask around. I never picked up that the officer was a woman. guess it doesn't matter either way. My precious stuffed animal got stolen by a kitty. I was playing with it in the park, and when I took my eyes off it for a second, it was gone. It was twice the size of a cat, too. Kitty, give me my precious friend back. Alright. Those theft cases? I haven't been a victim of them myself, but I've heard there's been some increase. I don't know where this will be useful, but apparently a lot more accessories are stolen than food. And there seems to be a preference for ones that are old or are being worn. You'd think that if they were going for shiny objects, that they aim for brand new items. They have to have human scent, is what they want. Because it's what their master wants. Thefts? Yes, my shop has suffered them as well. That's strange. Only one piece of second-hand clothing was taken, and I haven't even finished cleaning it so I could stock it on the shelf. You think a cat would find a human smell on it too unpleasant to steal. And it's not like there was anything shiny attached to it. Thefts? Oh yes, I know about those. A number of my acquaintances have fallen victim to them, one after another. I don't know if this will be helpful, but the gender of the victim doesn't seem to matter. It seems both men and women are being targeted equally. And though it's mostly women who wear ornaments and jewelry on their persons, even men wearing anything shiny seem to be a valid target. The thefts? Oh, the ones where the cats are snatching stuff? Pretty weird, huh? You think if they wanted shiny things, they'd be gathering glass fragments and such, but no one's ever seen them carrying that kind of thing around. To purposely go after the things people are wearing shows quite a desire for a challenge. Either that or they can tell what's valuable and what's not. Value has nothing to do with it. Jeez, this cat was like this yesterday as well. Instant I take my eyes off it, it'll jump up to steal something. Turn it off over and over, but then our cat turns up. Or come back in greater numbers. It never ends. What I really don't understand is that I don't seem interested in any of the food carts here. And they go after my homemade accessories. I wish he wouldn't hang around my stall from the moment I open until the evening when I close for the day. But looking at him, I guess it's too much to ask. Yep, nothing up here, right? Yep. The cat's staring intently at the vendor's stall. You basically asked everyone. Have you learned anything? Let me see. They don't really steal food. That is strange. Normally stray cats would go straight for food, but these ones going for shiny things instead. Lying in wait to snatch things from accessory stalls rather than food stalls. That's a very strange thing for stray cats to be prioritizing. It's highly likely that there's someone behind the scenes masterminding this. But if that's true, I don't understand the point behind stealing anything other than valuables. Stuffed animals. Oh, excuse me. Stuffed animals, secondhand clothes, stealing things without obvious value. Not much chance of stealing them for cash. But if money is gold, then why not steal wallets directly? Huh. We know how they operate, but we haven't got any clues on as to who the real criminal is. I guess we need to get some more information. If we could at least find out where these cats are running off to after a theft, we could get an idea of where they're stashing their stolen items. Hiding place. Stolen objects. Richard, I have an idea.